Hello, everybody. Hello. This is Coach Justin Chamness, shutupmoney.com. And we're live right now. And we're doing a joint VIP role play day. This is joint VIP day. I like joint VIP day. That's so much fun. That's when my VIP and Claude's VIP all get together and we practice winning. You guys remember Charlie Sheen? Winning. You got tiger's blood in you today, Alex? You got tiger's blood. What was it? Something of Adonis? What? I don't know. I'm going to have to look up that clip. That's on YouTube somewhere. Charlie Sheen in the good old days, I guess. But anyway, joint VIP session today. Sorry, I digress. Claude Diamond, he's my mentor. He's the author, the inventor of the Guts sales system, which I use in my real estate business. And I recommend everybody else use it in their real estate business. Before I learned Guts, I was the script guy. I got a script, man. If you need a script, I won't give you one. But I've got a script for probably everything that you could possibly think of under the sun. And man, all of them have some good things in them and all of them don't work. That's the sad part. So it's like it would be like if the glass slipper fit everyone's foot, not just Cinderella. That's what Guts is like. It's like we can make it work with any prospect, any fat foot. We can fit this shoe, and not just Cinderella. Cinderella is that script that you got to find that special someone that it actually worked on. But learning the Guts method has changed my business immensely. I'll tell you, my favorite part is the 3-minute part. Yeah, what's up?
I don't do scripts, but I've taken index cards and I've put all of Claude's, comebackers, his redirections, and I've put them on index cards so I can just flip through them. Just like when you were a kid and you did your timesies, 1 times 1 is 2, I'm sorry, 1 times 1 is 1. I haven't had my coffee.
You didn't play with those flashcards enough, did you?
Anyway, when you do flashcards with anything, whether it's Bible verses or what have you, it sticks in your subconscious. So when you hear rather than use the script, if you hear a question pop up or a rebuttal, it's in your head. So just a suggestion.
I love that suggestion, Dave, and I think everybody here ought to take that to heart. I do the same exact thing. I've got little flashcards that I make, not a script, but little pointers, little reminders. Sometimes I'll read a book. I've done this with all of Claude's books. I've done this with several other books, and they're converted down into little flashcards like this, where I just put the powerful phrases that I found in there that just boom, they hit me. So like this one here, for example, it says, get the reason why not. Okay, because a lot of times we talk about, especially in this Guts, let me share the screen with you here. In the qualification stage, we always talk about why, right? Why are you wanting to sell if you're in real estate here? What, Mr. Homeowner, how long have you lived in the house and why would you be wanting to sell now? That's how I ask it a lot. We talked about this last week, a lot of different ways to ask the why question, but we never really mention much, do we? Finding out when they say no, finding out why not. Right. All right. So that might be equally important too. All right. So anyway,
rather than going positive, you want the negative.
Yeah.
Why not?
Or yeah, you could look at it that way too. So lots of good pointers there in taking notes. So if you don't have one of those, I use the flip card, the flip card with the little spiral here, and they're like, I don't know, I think they're 5x7s, so they're pretty big.
They're really cheap at Walmart right now because of
Yeah.
the back to school stuff.
Yep. Yep. I've got a lot of notes in here you'd recognize from Claude. Truth or lie, Mr. Prospect? You want me to tell you the truth? You want me to lie to you? I wrote that one down. All right, so get you a little flashcard. If you really want to be good at this game, right, then take some notes, and keep them in a little thing like that. So in 5 minutes, I can go through and refresh myself on an entire book that changed my life. I think it's pretty slick. Good point, Dave. It's good to see everybody here today. We still have some folks coming into the Zoom room. Welcome to Alex. Welcome Dave. Welcome Ed, Jason. Welcome Yiming. And Ben is popping here in the room. You guys ready to do some hardcore LARPing?
I don't know. One times one is two to me.
Well, math was never my strong suit, man. So I didn't even catch that you said that. I believed you. Yeah, that's what I need is some more coffee. All right, so LARPing, live action role play. You know how the kids dress up like Dungeons and Dragons and go out and sword fight each other? They call it LARPing, live action role play. That's what we're doing here today.
That should be an index card, LARPing.
Yeah.
Live action.
Live action role play. We're going to get right into it here today. So let's start out working through the conversation here real quickly together, just like we did last week. The agenda, then the qualification, then the closing stage. We shared several examples with each other last week about how we can open a conversation. Today, we're going to pop quiz you. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit. We're going to role play, see if you can remember some of those and come out with some great agendas. I may even throw an objection at you because we talked about sometimes right after the agenda, you get a question or a stall or an objection. And then we're going to go into the qualification stage. And last week we talked about how there's several ways to ask the why question, the money question, the timing question, and the commitment question. And we also talked about the importance of not just asking it once, but asking the why question and a follow-up why question, and maybe even a third follow-up why question. Because why do we do that? Somebody refresh me. Why do we have to ask follow-up questions here in this stage?
To determine needs and greeds.
Yep, you want to determine needs and greeds. Oftentimes, the first time you ask why, they give you some surface level answer, some kind of answer they'd give somebody in passing. Hey, how's your day? I'm good. No. How do you feel? Oh, I'm fine. They'll give you some short, pithy, unemotional response. So you have to be willing and able, and maybe you have to have a little note card. Maybe you have to have a little note card that you wrote down a couple ways that you can dig a little deeper here. Maybe a couple, 2 or 3 ways you can ask the why question. So we're going to practice that today too, and the money and the timing and the commitment. And we're going to try to judge the motivation level 1 through 10. 5 through 1, ugly, bad. Ooh, fire them. That's what I call a C lead. That is a C lead. Okay. What do you do with C leads, everybody? Anybody?
Follow-up list.
What'd you say, Alex?
Discard.
Oh, yeah, discard. Throw them away. A C lead. A C lead. I want you to make a commitment today to never talk to another C lead ever again the rest of your life.
C
Now,
C is for see you later.
C is for, yeah. See ya bye. Yeah. Exactly. Make a commitment to never talk to another C lead again in your life. Why do I say this? Let's pause here before we jump into role play. This is big. This is big. This changed my life. It changed my business. It made me have so much more fun. It makes me more profitable, more successful with my sales calls. Why do I say never talk to a C lead ever again the rest of your life? Somebody expound on that. Pontificate.
Because
They're
they're
not
energy
motivated.
vamp.
Yeah, they're not motivated. They're not ready to go. They're not interested. They're dicks.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you say, Ben?
They're energy vampires. It just
Oh,
drains
yeah.
you, beats you down. It's not worth it.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Did you know that most salespeople, no matter what industry, spend 80% of their time talking to C leads?
Whoa.
Yeah. That's why a lot of salespeople are pretty skinny. They work real hard and they make very little money because they spend most of their time talking to C leads. A C lead is somebody that would talk to you, but ultimately they will never do the deal with you.
Yeah.
Yep. What about a B lead? What's a B lead? Somebody tell me. I call it my beehive. Describe to me what a B lead is.
It's like a 6 or a 7. They sort of kind of want to do it, but they come up with every reason in the world why they have to talk to you later. They got to
Yeah.
ask somebody.
Yeah, exactly, Ben. They'll talk to you. They're interested somewhat in what you have to offer, but they're just not able to make a commitment today. They
Mhm.
won't for whatever reason. They just won't make a commitment. These are what I refer to as follow-up leads. These are B leads. I consider them a B lead. I put them as a bee in my beehive. And let me tell you, as a salesperson of any industry, you want to never talk to a C lead ever again the rest of your life because you want to spend 100% of your time talking to B leads and A leads. So you might say, well, Justin, that sounds good and all, but I don't have any B leads. Okay, well, that's probably why you're not making any honey. Okay. You see where I'm going with this? All right, so you want a lot of B leads. You want a lot of B leads. In fact, in the real estate business, at least, a lot of the people, a high percentage of the people that you talk to, probably 98% of them, are going to be B leads at first. Sure. Well, they just put their house on Zillow yesterday. I'd like to see it through the weekend, see if I get any cash offers, but man, we sure do need to move. And this does sound like something we might do, but can you call me again on Monday? Now, I know we all do the guts maneuver. No, you can't call me on Monday. I need to do something as quickly as today, Mr. Homeowner. What is it really keeping us from doing business today? I'm tell you, I don't want to run you off. I mean, I really like doing this, but I'm just not quite ready. Okay, you know what? Sometimes they wiggle away. That's a bee. Keep them in your beehive. That dude might turn into honey money here in about a week or two, or on Monday, or in a month. Yeah. So build a giant beehive. The more bees you have, the more honey you make. The more bees you have, the more honey you make. So if I went through here and we asked everyone, how many bees do you have in your beehive? Could you tell me even? So this means you're going to have to document this somehow. Now, I use Trello.com to organize my stuff. It's a free little drag and drop CRM program. The phone app is incredible. Okay, but
What's it called?
Trello, Trello. And I create a board. It's called acquisitions. And then I've got a list in there that's a list of A leads, another list that's a list of B leads. That's my beehive. I can tell you all the bees in my beehive, and we've got little notifications set up where they let us know when we need to call them. And
So do you
that's a-
type up that information and put it on that tab? Is that how you do it?
there's actually a notification button where you can set up notification alerts, and it'll actually send in, like when you get a notification on your phone, it'll tell you that day, that time. And then you can have a note inside there that keeps all your notes on that lead, you know, what they said last time you talked to them, who they are, what the deal is, you know, what your thoughts were, so that when you make your call, you're intelligent, you know, sounding. Not like it's not like the first time again.
So you've got someone that loads up that information, like the name and address and what you've done so far, and then you just take it from there?
Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's what we do. As we make calls, when we find a B lead, we'll plug them right immediately into the Trello. Then we can set it, forget it, like Ron Popeil. I
Yep.
set it, forget it. And now we know next time when we get the alert, okay, today's the day we need to call, you know, this lead. And I'll look inside there and it'll say exactly, refresh me where I was at last time I was thinking about this guy. Yep. So, and all that's free. And that's incredible to me. But that's where my beehive is. I'm a bee farmer, and I keep those bees in that beehive there. And I can just tell you from my experience, and we've all heard this in real estate, that your biggest successes are going to come from follow-ups. Well, yes and no. Okay, I think you can get a lot of deals calling them the first time. You find a motivated seller, you should be able to close them. Okay, maybe it's even a two call close. Maybe you had to get the documents and do some research and you put it together, but you call them this afternoon and you close them up. That's an A lead. But a lot of them are B leads. Okay, so you put them in your beehive and then they'll start making honey. But you need more than 2 or 3 bee leads. You need two or three more, you know, more than 2 or 3 bees in your beehive. How many bees do you want? Oh, I can tell you, if you're looking to get a deal a month, you need at least 30 or 40.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see this is a KPI. Oh, I hate that. I don't even know what that means. KPI. I feel like it's a new thing. Everybody's talking about KPI. What's your KPI? Hey, can you tell me the KPIs on this business? Now, who started that?
What is
Because
it?
I think it's something people say to make themselves feel smart, maybe, but
You don't know what it stands for?
I have no idea what it stands for, but I can tell you what it means. It means the metrics, the data metrics of your business. So, like, for example, we were just talking about B leads and A leads, and how if you want to do a deal a month, you need to plan on having 30 or 40 B leads in your beehive, bees, and keep it that way. This is how you keep consistent and keep momentum too, y'all, right? If you just work an A lead to A lead, you're going starting over every other time, starting over every time. But if you got a beehive, okay, now you've always got stuff percolating, right? What was I talking about? I feel like I lost track there for a second, but
API.
oh, KPI, yeah. So that's one of the big KPIs that I think we miss in real estate and in sales in general across all industries. And I've been a salesman in many industries, and yep, missed it in practically every one, is keeping a nice beehive. Keeping a nice beehive. You know, when you're young and dumb and full of energy, all you want to do is go get that A. Okay. You know, and if you're like me, I used to sell vacuum cleaners door to door. If I sold one vacuum cleaner this week, it was good enough for the week. I got paid every Friday. Okay. So one vacuum cleaner for the week and I'm good. These were expensive vacuum cleaners, y'all. Okay. So I was going door to door, and you know, I was the kind of guy who would sell one on Monday on accident and then take the rest of the week off. You know what I'm talking about, Ed?
Mission accomplished, baby.
I'm taking a vacation now. Yeah.
Better than sweating it out at 6 o'clock on Friday trying to get it done.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you sold vacuum cleaners, doing phone prospecting is nothing compared to that.
That KPI is key performance indicators,
There
but
you go.
what would I mean, you could have a million leads, but they're not going to do you any good if you don't have them organized.
Right.
You don't know what's good and what's bad. I mean,
Yeah.
leads are great, but you got to narrow them down, know what you have to work on, and follow up is the proof of the pudding.
That's so true. 100%. Man, I can't wait till we get to play golf, dude.
Come on.
I really want to.
You got to give me some strokes though. You're good.
No, I'm not good at all. I'm not good at all. But I don't throw the club anymore or hit trees. So
I don't leave the miniature golf course.
There you go.
I don't get mad and take ginormous divots out of the green,
Claude apparently is. I think Claude's supposed to be a good golfer.
I bet he is, man. I bet he is.
He's always referencing these country clubs and golf courses.
Yeah, he was saying something about going to the beach earlier today. I don't know what that was, but I think he's going to go to the beach and read a book or something.
I could see him running on the beach and listening to a book.
Oh yeah, listening to Chariots of Fire. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's Claude. That's Uncle Claude. Well, that's one of the key performance indicators, KPI. Thank you for sharing that, dude. That we really need is the beehive. It's a mark of an amateur salesperson to not have a beehive. Now you might call it something different, but a mature salesperson in any industry has a beehive. And then they've also made a commitment, and I want to go back to this. They've made a commitment to never spend any more time talking to C leads. Okay. So I think this is an important conversation because as we begin to role play the guts conversation, what is our goal? Okay. To close the deal, to make money today. Okay. But what if this person is a 6 or a 7 and they're just not going to convert? They're just refusing to. Do we just throw that away and be done forever? Or is that a B lead? Okay.
B.
Or did we figure out, that this is a C lead? It's a 1 through 5 on the motivation scale of 1 through 10. And so we are just going to wrap it up and disqualify them and be done with that one forever. Okay. I think it's important to have the goals in mind. And this takes the pressure off me, guys. This takes the pressure off me because I realize that I'm going to get on the phone here. I'm going to dial up this stranger. I'm going to have a conversation with them. And I'm going to go through the formula and do what I do. And they're going to pop out the other end of the formula as a C, a B, or an A. That's how I look at it. So on the motivation level, if it's 1 through 5, that's a C, they're out. If it's a 6 through 10, now I got to figure out, hey, is this a A lead I can close right now? Or is this a B I'm going to have to put in my beehive and let it start to grow and make money, honey? Okay. Is this potential money? All right. Because in real estate, you're going to find some potential money that you didn't close today. That's just, I'll give you a prime example. I do a call lab every week in my group where we get on the phone and we live call people together. And last night, it's Tuesday night every week. And so last night we're making calls together. One of the guys called this lady who was selling a house. It looked like a trailer on a foundation, but it was a cheap house and they were motivated. He finds out using the guts formula here that it's not the owner he's talking to, but it's the owner's sister. And the owner is incapacitated or something, is okay with making the decision, but can't talk on the phone and work the details out. I don't really know, something about illness or recent death or something. Hell, I don't know. But So we're not even talking to the real owner on deed.
Mhm.
Now, at the end of the conversation, she was like, yeah, we might consider doing this lease option, lease purchase. Okay. Knowing that you're going to put some good people in there and everything, it's not even going to be you and all this. We might do this, but I'm going to have to talk to my sister. Okay. There was no way we couldn't get the sister on the phone. We tried to get her on the phone right then and there. We could not get the sister on the phone. And so we asked the question. One of my students did. He said, hey, when can we call you again then? And you have had enough time to talk to your sister and make a decision. And when can we call you and get this worked out? And she said, call me in 2 days. I don't know. That's such a bogus time frame too. You'd think 2 hours, but I don't know. Maybe your sister's in the hospital. I don't really get it. The guy didn't dive in. My student didn't dive into the details of that too much. He probably should have. So that is what is that? Is that an A lead? Is that a B lead? Or is that a C lead?
B minus.
Yeah, that's at least a B minus, in my opinion.
Only because of the 2-day brush off.
Yeah, the 2-day brush off is what makes me feel funny about it. But I do also realize that there was no way that I was going to get a commitment from that lady.
Alex, you need to mute. There you
I
go.
wasn't going to get a commitment from that lady right there on the phone because she couldn't. All right, so that's not an A lead. I'm not going to make money on her on this conversation today, but I might hear in 48 hours. Okay, I don't know yet. So I'm going to put it in a beehive. All right, now you get 30 or 40 of those in your beehive. What is the natural result? What is the natural end result of that thing?
One of
Let's
them's going to close.
At least, right?
Yeah, at least.
You'd think at least one of them would pop out of there as a butterfly, right? It went in as a caterpillar and maybe it's going to come out as a butterfly. It's in my little cocoon over here, staying warm, you know? All right. So, you have to think in terms of when you're doing the guts call, at least from my perspective, you have to think in terms of what is my goal here? My goal is to close this lead, to make money today. But if I don't, this may be a B lead, or it may be a C lead that I just dump, right? So that way you have a tracking system too in place where you can follow up with these bees. You can see when there's honey there to be made. I think it's an okay metaphor. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Get an empty can of Raid when your bees turn to C's and
Yeah.
Right.
spray those suckers.
That's a great point, Dave. Sometimes B leads turn to C leads, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes B leads turn to A leads, right? So I've really changed my business from being the deal hunter to being the bee farmer. Okay. I'm still hunting the deals, trust me. But I also know that back at the ranch, I've got a nice bee farm, you know, so that's cool. Yeah, I didn't get the deer today. I didn't drag it home today, but that's okay. I'm still got a nice beehive. Okay. So it's changed things for me. It's taken the pressure off of me a little bit too, especially in real estate, because real estate is so freaking unpredictable. Okay. Right. It's just absolutely unpredictable. You get something under contract today, and by the time it closes in 30 days, 28 days, there's 1,000 things that could go wrong. I mean, literally 1,000 things, and a lot of them are outside the realm of your control, you know? So I struggled for so long in being consistent and making money and having a business that like a real business. But this right here is how I did it. This is how I made the change. This beehive kind of concept. Okay. I've been talking about it for the last couple months in my club, but you know, I think it's a life changer. You know, when you're looking for the deal today and then you didn't get one because you're new, you're learning, you're growing, the lead sucked, whatever it is, the lead machine was down. Man, there's all kinds of anxiety that goes with that. But what if when you have a day like that, you still have 30 or 40 B leads you can work? These are just a smidge bit warmer.
Yeah.
You know. All right. Enough about that. Okay, guys, let's practice. I'm sorry. I'm such a talker, man. Y'all got to tell me shut up. Hey, just shut up, Justin. Let's role play. Okay. Let's practice here. We got the agenda, the qualification, and the closing. Who wants to be first up? Who wants to role play? Are we going to role play real estate today? We role play real estate? Is everybody here mostly real estate? Okay. All right. Let's practice calling a for sale by owner. Is everybody here mostly in the pretty house business or in the ugly house business? If you're not in the pretty house business, show me. Okay.
What is the pretty house business?
Pretty house business, dealing with pretty houses, pretty house wholesaling, lease options, lease purchase, maybe some other strategy, but dealing with not ugly houses, but they're livable properties. Owner finance, seller carryback, subject to. All of these strategies could apply, but they're pretty houses versus the ugly house investor, where he buys an ugly house, or ugly house wholesaler, where he contracts an ugly house that needs repairs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I believe in being a full spectrum wholesaler, which is being able to do both, pretty and ugly. Man, that'll set you free too. That'll set you free. Man, if you're out there trying to do ugly house and you're just striking out left and right, well, okay, well then start calling some FISBOs and do some pretty house deals. That'll save your tuchus. All right. So we're all in the pretty house business.
For now. That's
Okay. Okay. All right. So who wants to role play? Who wants to start out? I'll be the
start.
homeowner.
All right.
Ben, you gonna do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do I need to set the timer? The 3-minute timer.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Ring, ring. Hello.
Hello, is this Justin?
Yeah, this is Justin.
Glad I caught you, man. It's Ben Hasso. How are you this morning?
Oh
Really?
man, I'm doing pretty good. What can I help
Okay.
you with?
I'm following up here. I got your number here. You have a home for sale?
I do.
Okay,
Zillow.
great. So
Yep.
I'm not too late, am I?
Nope.
Great. So what are you asking for it? I'm sorry, I don't have a bunch of information.
149. 149.
149.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. And how'd you come to that price?
My wife has a coworker that's a realtor,
Mm-hmm.
and she helped us and gave us some
Great.
comparables. Is that what it's called?
Yes, that's correct. Oh, that's great. Why are you selling it? If you don't mind me asking you, I'm going to ask you a couple questions here, and feel free to stop me or ask me any questions you may have, please. Why are you selling it?
I don't know. Just want to move to Chicago.
Moving to Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago. You moved to the city?
Yeah, move to the city. Yeah,
Awesome.
We're
Love
starting
the city.
starting a missions program there.
Oh, wow. And what time, what's your frame on that? How?
Well, we can't really go till we sell this house. So whenever when we sell the house, that's when we're probably free to go. We'd like to get up there, pretty quickly, but I guess everything in the Lord's timing,
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So what I'd like to do is, well, I'd like to make you an offer today for sure. And I can do that. I'm looking for either, cash or terms. I am an investor. I'm going to be upfront with you, and we can close it. If we could get you what you're looking for, uh, we'd like to close it in 30 days. Does that sound like something we can talk about today or not?
Oh wow, you want to do something this quick like today and
Yes,
maybe
sir.
close in a month?
Yep, yep.
Okay, yeah, that would fit us okay. We
All
really
right.
only need a couple weeks to move. So if you wanted to, you could close in a couple weeks.
Excellent. Yeah, we can certainly arrange that. Okay, so what do we do next year? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some paperwork over to you, get some information to you. I have a couple more questions, if you don't mind. You have any questions for me at this point?
Are you
No.
gonna come see it?
Um, I may come see it. What I do that, as you have the comparables, I get most of my information there. I may have myself or somebody representing me take a quick look at it. Can you tell me about the house? What kind of condition do you think it's in?
All right, 3 minutes is up.
Ah.
3 minutes is up. Okay.
Okay.
3 minutes goes fast, doesn't it, Ben?
Yeah,
It sure does. 3 minutes goes fast. So let's talk about what Ben did there. Let's look at the formula and let's give him a critique. Is it okay if we critique you, Ben?
yeah.
Let's critique here. I'll mute my microphone and let's let the peanut gallery here throw shells at you. Is that all right?
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go first? Let's talk about what Ben did. Nobody? Okay.
I'll go. I mean,
Okay.
so he asked some good questions, and he forgot to say that it's okay to say no on the agenda, but I think he got to asking, why and the money and the timing, but maybe forgot to do the commitment.
Or ran out of time. Yeah. Or ran out of time on the commitment. Now I know the 3 minute drawing a 3 minute hard line on you is real tough, and nobody does that to you. But I'm doing that to you. I'm doing that to you because I think it's going to make us better. But so yeah, it's tough to get through all of that in 3 minutes, even in a practice role play session. But yeah, I agree with you. I think he did this generally, but I think also too, he worked too hard. I think you worked too hard.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I say that? Anybody have a thought on why I say Ben worked too hard on that role play? Nobody? Okay. I'll tell you why I think he worked too hard. All right. I feel like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Ben, but you were, of course, you were in a public venue here with each other looking at you too. So it's a little nerve wracking. I get that. But I feel like you were working hard to try to get through all of it in a conversational manner. Is that right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
You're working real hard at it, and I could tell. Okay. So just my suggestion is just relax. Just relax, breathe,
Okay.
and just go real steady and real easy through it, step by step by step. Just step by step by step.
Good.
Whatever the result is their issue. Okay. But did a good job. Ben did good. Anybody else want to volunteer to role play right now? Let's do it again. I'll set the timer for 3 minutes. Let's see how we do.
I just have an input on.
Okay, great,
I didn't hear all of it because I had to step out of the room. But when you were talking earlier with me about the index cards, if he has his questions, a little more pre-set, or he knows in his head, I need this information right away, he could get to it faster because he already knows what the most important questions he needs, or has it on a card in front of him. And this is not a real negative thing, but if he picks up his energy a little bit, it'll speed up the process a little bit. Just saying.
Good points. Yeah, good points.
Otherwise, it's good. But yeah, when people are watching, it makes you a little self-conscious.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's tough to do this. It takes balls to make the calls right here in public like this. So huge props, huge respect to everybody, Ben and everybody else for participating here. I literally, as I go through this in the conversation, I literally will do this. Hey, Mr. Homeowner, I was calling because I'd like to talk to you about making an offer today on that property. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions? You can ask me a few, and if it's not a good fit for you, if I'm not a good fit, you can just fire me or tell me no. I'll take a hike. Is that okay? You see, I'm basically just reading it, but I'm putting it into my words, right? Excuse me. And then I'll go right into this. And I already know what my first question is. How long have you lived in the home, Mr. Homeowner? And why are you selling it now? Okay. Well, then I've got a follow-up lined up in my mind. Well, how long have you, is this a rental, or do you live there still? Oh, no, it's vacant. Oh, wow. Are you making 2 payments then? Okay, I've got some follow-up questions in mind here. I'm digging for gold. But I already have that mapped out in my mind. I know right where I'm going. It's like riding for me, on calling homeowners, it's pretty much like riding a trail horse. You guys ever seen a trail horse or rode a trail horse? You know what I'm talking about? Riding a trail horse?
Yeah, it does all the work.
Yeah, you get on him and he knows where he's going. Yeah, he's been up and down that trail 1,000 times before you got here, and he'll be up and down it 1,000 times after you leave. Yep. The last trail horse I rode was in Colorado, and what's that big, beautiful lake? I can't remember. Just north of Dayton, I believe. Estes Park? Is that what it is? I rode a trail horse over there named Buster. Buster knew right where he was going. I didn't have to steer him or nothing. All right, so in my mind, I've got this like a trail horse. I know exactly what my questions are teeing up to be. I've got them written down, but I've practiced them so long, I don't need to look at them no more. And just boom, 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 boom. And there we go. We're at the end of the trail. Time to get off. Okay. It's been 3 minutes. This is a 3-minute trail ride. Okay. That's not a bad way to think about it either, as I consider it. It's a 3-minute trail ride. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're going to let them hop on for 3 minutes, but you know right where you're going. The whole 3 minutes. Okay. Who's up next?
I'll go next.
Okay, Alex, let's do it. Let me set the timer for you. Okay, ring, ring. Hello?
Hello. Hi. How you doing? I'm calling about your house for sale.
Yeah.
Is it still on market?
Yeah, it's not like listed with a realtor or anything. I'm selling it myself on Zillow.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's where I saw it. Hey, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about your house? I mean, it won't take long. And of course, if it's something that won't work for me, you can always say no. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds fine. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Well, first of all, how long you lived in the house, or is this a rent?
Oh, yeah, I've lived in the house for 12 years, and yeah, so it's never been a rental that I know of.
Okay, great. So is anything wrong with the house, or why are you selling it?
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with it, man. It's in great shape. In fact, I put a new shed in the backyard and resurfaced the driveway last year. It's got vinyl siding on it. It's got probably 14, 15 years left on the roof. So it's in great shape. We're only selling it really just because my grandkids are really the only things that come over anymore, and we don't really need all this space, and so we're gonna try to downsize a little bit.
Wow, that sounds great. I didn't catch your name. What was that? Your name?
Justin?
Justin. Justin. Well, it sounds like you've taken really good care of this house, Justin, and that's actually what I'm looking for. Something that I can buy today that doesn't require too much work. So if I could come up with a good price for you, and it sounds like it's going to be something that I would be willing to buy, do you think we could arrange something that we could close on something today?
Yeah, we're looking to do something. I mean, if your offer's good, we're good to accept it.
Okay, well, imagine this, Justin. I mean, I can get you a price that you like, and soon you could be with your grandchildren and spending the rest of your days with them. Would that work for you?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do, man. I mean, we're gonna move over here to Beattyville, but we got a little house picked out over there, and we just need to get rid of this one and get moved over there. But we're totally ready. So, if you'd like to make an offer, make your best offer, and we'll see what we can do.
Well, it would be based on the best price I can get for a home, or better yet, the best terms. So is that something that would work? Do you understand what I'm asking?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Okay, that's okay. Well, if I could actually get a good price for your home, then I could make the offer today, or it could be the best terms that I could do. It's basically like this, Justin. If I don't know
Okay,
if you
time's
bought-
up. Time's up. 3 minutes. Woo wee. 3 minutes goes fast, don't it, Alex?
Yeah.
It does. It really does. It goes so fast. But we're going to get so much better practicing. All right. Let's talk about what Alex did. You did good there, Alex. Good job, man.
Thanks.
I really, 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 really liked your agenda and the way you opened into the questioning of the why and all that. So good job. Let's talk about it. Let's let the peanut gallery throw shells at Alex here. Anybody got any comments about that? Anything they want to add? Any critiques? Any positives? Lou, you want to share? Good to see you, sir.
Sure. Yeah, I popped in the middle of Alex's thing. So, well, yeah, he from what I heard, he got the why. I'm not sure if he got the timing when you needed to sell the property. Really in the qualification, you want to find also if he's the decision maker. Was he the decision maker, Alex? I don't know. As well as so that's in the 3 minutes you need to find out that information. So I don't know if you got everything, but I didn't hear a decision maker, nor did I hear time.
Okay,
Got the
you want
why,
to
got the
speak to
money.
that, Alex? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Lou.
Yeah, I don't know how far how deep he got on the money situation, how much the property cost. Does he have a mortgage on the property? I didn't know how far he got down the line on that, how much he's paying. Alex.
Alex,
No,
comments,
yeah, I know.
rebuttals, defense. Defend yourself, man.
Like you said, the 3 minutes went by really quick, and I got stumped on that question.
I thought you did pretty good, man. It got a little bit choppy in the question section after you got about too deep into the why. That's okay. That's why we're here practicing. It also gets nerve-wracking when you know that you're running out of time. Can y'all hear the little ticker? Tick, 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 tick. Can y'all hear it?
Does he
Okay.
have one of these?
Yeah,
I
you
got one of those.
okay.
Use it just to keep as a visual.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea too.
Flip that over so you can.
That's a great idea.
I hear the ticking in the background, but if I saw this sand slipping away, I would be like Dorothy in the witch's castle.
Well, you did good. Anybody else have any other comments?
Yeah, I think Alex did a great job. It's, I think that, if you're doing qualification, I know he's trying to close you. You tried to close him before gathering all the information. You weren't trying to solve this issue. But we haven't even really emotionally closed them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We talk about it all the time.
Well, I was trying to get a commitment,
Mm-hmm.
and
He was
We're
going in
going
the
to
right
close.
direction. Yeah. He was. Yeah.
We got to find a 4-minute timer.
This one goes all the way up to 60 minutes, man. So I got this one because it's supposed to go ding, ding, ding like that, but it doesn't seem to be doing that when it gets to 0. But also, I can set it to 3 minutes. And I thought it looked pretty cool.
Your phone can do that too.
You can hear the tick, tick, tick. I think that's the cool part. Who's up
probably
next?
broke it already.
It's probably broken.
I'll go next.
All right, Mateo, what's happening, man? Let's go. All right, I don't know who that was, but Mateo, you up?
Yeah, let me switch from my computer, okay? Give me 1 second.
All right. You got 1 second. Time's up.
All right.
No. All right, who's going after Mateo? I think
You
we
hear
got
me?
time for 2 or 3. Yeah. Mateo,
All right.
you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right, 3 minutes begins. Ring, ring. Hello?
Yes, hi, hello, Justin. This is Matt. I was calling regarding the property on 123 Apple Way. Is that your property there?
Yeah, that's mine. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Is that still for sale or you already sold it?
No, it's still available.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So my name, like I say, is Matt. I'm an investor here, and I'm looking to buy my next investment property in the area. It's okay if I ask you a couple of questions and see if we are a good fit for each other.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we want to sell it, so if you want to make an offer, great.
Yeah, I would love to do that, but just in order to do that, I need to make a couple of questions. So first one was like, how long have you owned the property, and what made you decided to sell at this time and point?
Yeah, we actually, it's just me, and I've owned the property for a couple of years,
Okay.
and I've used it as a rental property.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just not into the rental business. I don't like it. I don't want to do it. I've changed my mind on that. So I'm
Got
just
some
trying.
bad experience on it?
Well, yeah. I mean, the last tenant kind of did it some damage, and
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
it was with this pandemic thing. It was hard to get them out, but they're gone now, and the house is empty.
Yeah.
And I went in there and I fixed everything up, and I'm just going to sell it now instead of renting it
I
out.
understand. Well, lately I've been hearing some horror story about like tenant and do like some horrible things. So I totally understand why you're ready to get rid of it. But so you say the tenant that did some damage on the property. So what do you think in his current condition is actually worth the property, or and what you ask the price that you asking?
Well, I've been doing real estate for quite a while. I've got my license and everything. This is what these houses in this neighborhood are selling for. I'm not asking more than there's a house just like that one, just about 5 doors up, that sold last, it was in July for what I'm asking now. So.
All right, I understand. So, they're similar property, like similar condition as well. Like
Yeah, it's exactly the same, different color. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So, Justin, if we were able to, to agree on term or the price about this transaction, will you be able to make a decision with me today, or you have to consult with a partner?
No,
you know?
it's just me. Yep.
Just you. Oh, sounds great. Sounds great. So, okay. If I were able to take this off of your plate, you know, get rid of all the headache that this property give you, and come in with all cash, what will be the best you can do on this property? The best, I probably will taking care of the closing costs as well.
Okay. Well, I'm asking 149. I could probably take 140. Time's up. Spend 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
3 minutes goes by fast, Mateo.
Yeah, I get to the commit. I did the whole effort. I didn't move it to the closing part.
No. You're only supposed to get through the agenda and the qualification stage in 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
not
was
the
about done, almost.
yeah. So you're actually a little ahead of time.
Okay.
I think. Let's talk about what Mateo did. Good job, Mateo. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Let's throw some critiques at him. Is that okay,
Please,
Mateo?
critiques, not the good things, just the critiques.
Yeah,
I
just
love
tell him.
critiques.
Just tell him how horrible it was. Everybody.
There you go. I like it.
Anybody got any comments? All right.
I thought it was a good job.
I thought it was pretty good too. Yeah, pretty good. Anybody else with any comments, critiques? What could he have done better?
I was trying to bonding a little bit more with you, but since there is no much time, so it was like kind of difficult.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is like what Lou was saying earlier. Once you find out the why, try to dip into the emotional quotient a little bit more to get him to be a little more emotional.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I agree, but that doesn't
Yeah.
come in place once
But it
you
was
decide
great.
if it's a good fit. I mean, that doesn't come in place on the next section when you understand if you're in the same ballpark because of the number goes, and then you try to build a little bit more rapport. If you have to rush in 3 minutes, you have no time to do that in the 3 minutes that you qualify in.
Or do you? All right. Here's what I was thinking, and tell me if you were thinking this too, Dave. And this is maybe what he meant. When you asked me the why question, I said, "Well, I've owned the house a couple years. I was going to be a landlord. I didn't. I don't want to be a landlord anymore."
Mm-hmm.
And you said, "Did you have a bad experience?" Great follow-up question. Yes, it turns out I had a bad experience, and now the house is sitting there vacant the last 6 months.
Uh-huh.
You went on to the money question.
Yeah.
I would have personally said something more along the lines of, "Oh, wow, vacant for 6 months?" So I know as a landlord myself, okay, whether you are or not, I'm bonding, okay? I know as a landlord, a vacant property, I know I would be bleeding to death. Are you bleeding on this?
I say something like that,
See,
but
very
not in that
personal.
way. No, I say
Yeah.
something like, "Oh, well, I heard some horrible story about tenant."
Yeah.
But yeah, I could
You,
probably.
you could have wrapped that up with, "Is that what caused it? Is that the experience you're having?"
Okay.
Get them to talk about, "Oh, yes. See, I was more than ready to go, yes, I've got a payment on that house and I've been hitting that payment every month for the last 6 months with no
There you
rent.
go.
And now I need to sell this thing. And oh my gosh, I wish I just got this payment out of my life."
Yeah.
Okay, that was right under the surface and we were scratching at it. Scratchy. Okay, you guys follow me now? You see where I'm going? All right, so these follow-up questions and bonding, it's where the magic is. The magic is all right there in that why and the follow-up questions and the bonding that you can do there.
So if you do that, you always exceed the 3 minutes because you cannot get to the 4th question in the 3 minutes.
I bet I can.
All right.
We got Uncle Claude popping in here at the top of the hour. Uncle Claude, what's going on, good sir? Good to see you.
I'm in my gym here, my little
Oh yeah. What
North
do you want?
Carolina.
Are you on a cruise ship, sir?
Yes, the SS pandemic.
They don't wear masks on that cruise ship.
Hey, don't leave home without it.
That's about right.
Yeah.
I wasn't built by
Absolutely.
the same people, the Titanic, right?
Hey, everybody, they made a mistake. You're going to hold that against them forever?
It's good to see you, man. Where are you really? Where
I am in the First Health Country Club in Pinehurst, North Carolina.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
The country
So,
club. You play
It's
golf?
well, that's an exaggeration at best.
Yeah.
Golf courses pay me not to come play golf.
I'm a goofer, not a golfer. That's what I
But
tell
he, but he did put it on his business card once on the putting green, and that makes the rich people think he knows what he's doing.
I've seen that picture. I've seen that picture.
I've got a really expensive set of Callaway clubs. I used to love golf, and there's only one problem with golf. You drink too much before the 8th hole.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so
That
true.
That cute girl in that golf cart keeps coming back to my foursome all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
because
gotta
you
get
tip-
that. You gotta
it's 'cause
get
you
that
tip so
Jack
good.
Nicklaus tea with the lemonade.
So how's the Zoom Justin Wednesday role play going along? I just popped in at the end to say hi.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Let's ask everybody else. I mean, if you want me, are you asking me to judge my own work? Because it's been fabulous. Yes.
Who better than you?
I guess you're right. But let's get some opinions here. What do you guys think? What have you learned today? Anything? You learned anything today?
Yeah,
We're
that
getting-
3 minutes goes by fast.
Yeah.
3 minutes goes
getting
by
good at
fast.
that.
What else?
And dig more deep on the why question.
Dig more deep on the why question. Can't just
Why?
ask it once.
Emotional quotient.
Why should you ask why questions? I don't understand.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Why should you ask why questions?
Pain.
motivations, needs and greeds.
Ooh. What
Pain.
else does it do? What does it do to the prospect when you ask those why questions? What does it do for them?
Motivates them to get the hell out.
Make
like
them
that.
trust you because they see that you care.
That you care, exactly. That you're interested. Okay. Your doctor doesn't tell you about back surgery specials, right?
No.
No, exactly. Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to hear the why of the why.
We talked
That's
about this.
good.
We talked about this earlier, Uncle Claude. We find out the why, but sometimes we need to find out the why not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's where redirection comes in so wonderfully. Hey, Justin, why should we, maybe we shouldn't do this deal. I'm not really sure if I understand why we're talking today.
You're gonna make me work for it now, Uncle Claude.
Yeah. Yeah. The prospect does all the work. That's the best part. You know how we got to sweat out the presentation and all that stuff? Make the prospect do all the work. They'll close themselves. By the way,
Absolutely.
Justin, you and I have done a 1/4 mile already. Nice going.
That's great. How many calories have I burned?
Yeah. How many beers did you drink?
If I did, it was probably one of those 99 calorie beers. What is that? Mick Ultra.
I love
Bud
Ultra.
Light. Oh yeah,
beer
Mick
with,
Ultra.
beer
yeah.
with beer with Claude, Mick Ultra, and squeeze a lime into it. It's even better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. That's
Oh,
nice.
I'm
That's
glad
nice.
I'm glad it's 2:05 over here. I only got 3 more hours to my first one.
Oh, that's how you do it, huh? That's how you do it.
Five
I don't
o'clock,
believe
baby.
that because are you trying to tell me that you only play golf at night? That doesn't make sense.
Miniature golf. Most miniature golf courses are lit.
That's right.
That's so
He
true.
uses this when he drinks his beer, so after 3 minutes he opens up another one.
Speaking of golf, I'm going to Top Golf this Friday night. Me and the bride. First time we ever went to Top Golf. Anybody ever been to Top Golf?
You married a much younger woman who likes golf?
I did. I robbed the cradle, man.
Good for
You
you.
know,
Attaboy.
look at me.
Hey,
Look at me.
Round of applause for
Oh
Justin.
yeah. Look
My
at me.
my hero.
He's a Trumpster.
It's good to see everybody here today. I didn't have anything else we could share, but we could role play more if you like, or we could call it a session. Please tell everybody else in the clubs that's not participating, hey, you're missing out because this is where we really get to practice.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's what mentoring is about. You know, that's what Uncle Claude does for me. Uncle Claude, he'll tell me how it works. Then he'll show me how it works. He'll show me him doing it. Then he wants me to do it with him and role play. And then he wants me to go do it myself.
Why? Why?
Because that's how we grow.
That's how we go to the bank.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. So,
You know,
is there 3 minutes left for you to quickly do one with Claude and get to that second stage so we can compare it?
I have an
Oh, you gotta go?
appointment
Okay.
I have an appointment with the client. I am so sorry. I just wanted to say hello, but
we'll see
you guys
later.
are great. You guys are great. And Justin's great. Thanks
you.
for
Thank you,
everything.
sir. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
See you.
All right, everybody. All right.
I
We've
was
been
just
going.
I was just trying to see if we could get, him to do it with you so we can compare it when we watch the replay.
You want me to put him under the 3-minute timer gauntlet? Y'all want me to go under the gauntlet before we go?
Sure.
All right. Let me set the timer. Who wants to be the homeowner?
I'll be the homeowner.
Come on, man.
All right.
I feel like you got to take vengeance out on me now.
No, not at all.
All right, I'm gonna set the alarm for 7 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be 3 minutes. All right, and I'll let go of it when you say ring ring hello, and then we'll get going.
Okay. Ring ring. Hello?
Yeah, hello. This is Justin. Is this the owner of 123 Apple Cart Way?
Yes, it is. How you doing, Justin?
Oh, great. I saw this property online on Zillow, and I'm interested in it. I'd like to maybe make an offer on it. Today? Is it okay if I ask you a few questions? You ask me a few, and if it's not a good fit, maybe just tell me no. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
Well, great. Why are you? How long you live there, man? And why are you selling the house?
Well, I've been living here for let's say, about almost 6 years now. And I've been doing everything on the house. So I've been doing the floor, been doing everything myself, redoing the porch, like the floor, the AC.
Yeah.
Everything is being done. So as it is being done in these 5 years that I've been rehab the property myself.
Wow. So when you bought it, was it a fixer-upper like that?
Oh yes, a hoarder was the owner of the house. So you can imagine what was inside. Yeah.
Oh, well, so why are you selling it then? It sounds like a beautiful place.
Well, now it is compared to what it was before, for sure. I don't know. I mean, just the market is at the right time to sell it, I guess, right?
Yeah. Well, why not? Well, I totally agree with you. But it seems to me like a beautiful house like this, you want the most money, maybe just put it on the MLS. Why not call a realtor?
You're right, but realtor, they always want a lot of money to sell, like to send a couple of emails. I don't like realtor, actually.
I'm kind of like you. I'm an investor myself, and I don't really like working with realtors if I can get away with it. So you had a lot of offers on it lately?
Well, I have a sign in front of the house, and I got some call from there, like a few call from the from Zillow as well. Actually, I got a lot of calls, like 15 or 20 a day. Yeah.
So not very many offers then?
Well, people is just like kicking tire.
Okay.
Not very serious buy.
Well, you want to sell that thing today?
Well, up to if the number is what I'm looking for.
Okay, so you're real stuck on your offer price, your purchase price here.
I mean, I put so much work on this house. If I want to sell it, it needs to be worth it,
Okay, so if I were able to work out something and give you full price, who else needs to be considered in this decision? Is it just you or someone else?
Yeah, when I bought it, I was married, but now I'm divorced, so It's just me.
Okay, great. So if I did make an offer to you today that was the price you're looking for, this is not something you want to do next month or next year. We can do something today.
Well, we can get to an agreement today if if the price is what it really look like, but I won't be able to move until I find another place. That's
Okay. Okay. So, all right, time's up. I ran out of time. 3 minutes is up. 3 minutes goes fast. I pretty well got through the qualification stage. However, horribly unsatisfying though, because I feel like Mateo is a somewhat unmotivated seller, don't you?
I was.
You was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It basically I just put up the property
Yeah.
just to see if I can get the price that I
Yeah.
want. And it's
Yeah.
overpriced, obviously.
Yep. So I was able to determine that by digging. Did you see how hard he made me dig in the why section? How many damn follow-up questions did I have to ask? 4 or 5? I was sweating it, man. I was running out of time. And you're making me dig and dig and dig. I finally did find the real deal, but I don't know that he's motivated. Dave?
But your questions were getting him to do more talking. So, if you had to extend another 30 seconds to a minute to get to that
Yes.
point, whether or not you possibly have a B or an A.
Yes. Yes.
Your questions kept him talking.
Yes.
And when he's talking, he's vomiting information for you to work with.
Yes. And the whole time I'm listening, determining 1 through 10 on motivation scale, and then even furthermore, A, B, or C. Turns out I feel like he's a C. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Once the 3 minutes is up and I go into the closing stage, which we'll work on next week probably, unless Uncle Claude fills in for me. We'll do the closing stage a little bit more, break it down a little more, and work on that too. But in the closing stage, I would have asked him something like this: well, hey, if I don't beat you up on price, if I give you that full asking price, is there something creative that you would consider doing with me, or is this over? Chances are he's going to say no. Okay. So this is probably a dead deal. So I'm considering him a very low motivated C lead. Why is this important for me to know though?
Because you don't waste any more time with me.
Yeah, I've wasted 3 minutes of my life. Okay. Uncle Claude says you can do anything in 3 minutes. I could have had sex twice in the time that I was speaking to him.
When you replay this on YouTube, it's there forever.
I know. But now that he's a C lead, I am going to write him off out of my life forever and ever and ever and ever. All right.
So in the beginning when you were asking the question, Mateo was really talking. I mean, you asked him one question, he went off talking about his house. So, that took about 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds.
Yeah.
I did it because a lot of sellers, they do the same thing, and it's
exactly.
very hard to stop them to do it. It's the hardest thing. They start talking to you about the pavers, and they did the screening porch, and they did the roof, and they replaced the bathtub, and all that. I don't really care. I mean, if we don't get to an agreement, why should I care?
Yep.
I just wanted the condition of the roof, if the AC is working, and that's for me. It's the big thing about it.
Yeah.
And then.
Yep. So we got to interrupt these people sometimes. He didn't really make me do that, but I was prepared to. I've trained my mind to be prepared to interrupt a talkative seller, because I cannot afford 30 minutes hearing about how your house is basically the Sistine Chapel of homes. It was painted by Leonardo da Vinci.
What would you have said? What would you have said to cut him off politely?
All right. Give me just let's role play it. Mateo, start telling me, describing the house.
Oh, well, I did the floor, because it was all carpet. And so I got rid of the carpet. I did the floor. Then I did the kitchen.
Wow,
I
it sounds
put
like
down-
you've done pretty much everything inside there. Is that house 100% livable? Like it needs nothing, right?
No more carpet, everything tile, like a lot of, bathroom done, kitchen done, new appliances, new AC, new dock,
Okay, how
everything
much money do you think it needs in repairs? Can you ballpark it for me?
is zero.
Oh, it needs nothing. Okay, so this
Nothing.
house is in great condition. Okay, wonderful. So is that why you priced it the way you did? Okay, you see now I'm moving it forward. I
There you
interrupt
go.
with a question. You got to interrupt with a question. A statement will not stop them.
No.
You have to interrupt their talking with a question, and then once they do answer that, be prepared to step it forward. You know what I mean? All right. All right. I always have
That was
fun
good.
playing with you guys.
That
I
was
hope you
good,
got some
Justin.
good stuff out of it today. I'll see you again next
Yep.
week, though. Hey, tell everybody about the thing, because we'd like to get more people in here to practice with us. Also, somebody asked here, Dave asked, if you want to know the details of my group, it's shutupmoney.com is where you can find out what I do. And we're basically kind of like I'm basically just like Uncle Claude's nephew. So there's a lot of people that are in both, and I don't know. I'm grateful for everybody. So anyway, if you want to find out more about me, that's how you do it, or just hit me up on social media or
Dusty,
something.
I have one question. When is
Yeah.
Harvick doing his stuff?
Say that again, Mateo.
Harvick. the
Oh
guy-
yeah, Hervik in our club, my club, is starting a Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Central
9
Time.
a.m. 9 a.m. So 10 a.m. Eastern
Yep,
time.
yep. All Espanol Real
Oh, yeah?
Estate. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Do we have access to that?
If you're in my group, you do. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only thing that we joint on Claude's
Claude.
group and mine is Wednesday's role play. That's the only joint that we do. And besides that, we're just completely separate issues. But you'll see a lot of the same people because they're subscribed to both places, and God bless them for that. But we do call labs too. I think that's our big thing, man. We do a call lab.
Are you replaying this on YouTube?
This is on YouTube. I'll post it in the Skype group, and it's on Facebook. I'm on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter.
I have to go back. I have to go back and recheck my notes.
All right, brother. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe while you're there.
Always.
I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Dusty.
Justin.
I'll see you again next week.
Thanks,
Hey,
Justin.
if you need anything, you know where to reach me. I'm on Skype or Facebook. Okay, I'll see you guys.